Well, there are some workarounds. I call them sad workarounds because none of them make me happy. And if you think they do make you happy, then you've got it wrong. Option one, you have a dedicated development server, or you got your virtual machines containing the, for example, WebSphere portal server installation. Yay! You've got your virtual machine containing DB2, and you just copy it from the P share somewhere, and then you bring it up. And for a time, it seemed like a great idea, until the point where the acceptance and production environments are upgraded, and either the VM or the test environment, I'll come to that in a minute, is not, and you're suddenly programmed against a completely different version than the production version. It can get even worse. It's called the development server hell, because when you're doing development on a development server as a developer, you don't want to wait until the sysadmin has time for you to install something you need or to change its permissions. So usually developers get free reign on the development environment and basically also on the test environment, not in the acceptance environment, not in the production environment, and within 2 days you've got 2 different sets of machines. Development and test, running whatever kind of software, using huge amounts of hard disk space for some experiments, some developers running, and then you've got the official acceptance and production versions. Another option is to use a comparable product on your own machine. Just H2 or SQLite. I've seen a lot of instances where it went okay-ish. So you've got your in-memory database for your unit tests, your on-disk database for your integration tests. And let's be honest, if you're just doing plain SQL, it's going to work. Mostly. Small story in between, I've used to work a lot with DB2, and DB2 has a great feature. It's actually an interesting system. It's been developed by really intelligent people. It's been sold by people who can sell used cars, and it's been supported by really stupid people. And it's a combination of cutting-edge research and legacy assumptions. And one of the assumptions in DB2 is that the database should never say no. So what happens if you go to your database, you say, well, I want to do some stuff, then you get row locks. And like every sensible database, you can't lock ad infinitum, there is a maximum number of locks. So in DB2, what happens if you got, let's say, your lock buffer and you're full, and you need another lock, it doesn't say no. It starts looking, oh, that single process is using 200 row locks on the same table. I'll start lock escalation. So suddenly the entire table is locked for that single process, freeing up 199 new locks. That's great. Database said yes, and suddenly you're locking tables you never intended to lock. And funnily enough, neither H2 nor SQLite exhibits that behavior, especially not in the amount of interaction you have with your own development machine. So it's not totally comparable. And of course, what's also very sad is that your database is not just a relational key value store. Most relational databases have really cool features that are unfortunately database specific. You can't be mocked in the other type of database. The other option is mock frameworks. Don't even talk to a database at all, just mock the database and pretend you're talking to a database and pretend it's giving the right answers. And in the end you end up with your application and you're mocking code just to test this little bit of application. Set workarounds, and the bottom line is called the dev prod parity. Well, it's what you want, dev prod parity. You want your development environment and your production environment to be as identical as possible. And none of these solutions come near.